Hi, my Windsor friends. I wanted to prep a video for people that um, are asking about the dump loads and hiring us to do the dump loads. I'll just give you a backstory on the dump truck. My stepdad gave it to me, and he didn't want to sell it for the offers he was getting, so he gave it to me. That was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago now. He's just asked to use it when he needs it, and he's never asked. So since then, I've had it painted and wrapped, and it's changed around, but now it's pretty much a plumbing vehicle. The intention behind the dump loads is that we use the dump truck as a trash can basically for our entire fleet of vehicles all week. Sometimes it lasts 2-3 weeks. It eventually gets to the point of being pretty full, or we might need it to be clean for a project, and then I have to run it to the dump and there's room left over. And when I have time, I like to offer up in the Pay Nothing group the opportunity for the next hour or two, however long it takes for me to coordinate and see the item, verify that I can pick it up, lift it, that it's not going to cost us any extra money than the dump fees for the general trash. That's important. And then I try to fit in as many as I can on my way to the dump. And sometimes I have, 3/4 of a truck to fill, and I only have an hour. And sometimes I have, only an eighth of a truck to fill, and I have all day. So it's very sporadic as to when we can do it. The point is that we get to do it for free, providing we don't take batteries, mattresses, refrigerators, motors. I mean, just the normal things that you would think would cost extra money, electronics, e-waste. We don't take those things, so that we can just group them in with the rest of our trash, and that's the bill that we're intending to cover. Not only that, I try to come out myself. If not, we send out somebody that's been with us, hopefully pretty new. Most of the people that have been working with me are busy a lot, so the new guys get to go and pick this kind of stuff up. And it's kind of, I don't want to say an initiation, but it's a way for us to just make sure that checking off the basics. You're going to pick this up at this time, you're going to make this here, you're going to make this there, you're going to have a good report card. I mean, it's an easy way for us to facilitate picking up trash that most of the time wouldn't get taken care of, and we get to test out our guy. And then if not, I always like to do it. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, actually. So when people offer to pay, that was never our intention. The truck was given to us, so I try to pass the ability and the flexibility back to the community as best I can. So it makes me uncomfortable when people ask to pay. The word donate helps a lot more for me. I think I've done very little in asking for donations, so it's kind of gotten to the point where I have to run a tight ship on when we do it and how often. But I don't like to incorporate money. I like to incorporate a relationship, a handshake, a hug, a thank you, acknowledgement that we can message each other back and forth, and it's not awkward. Just those kind of simple relationships for me are why I get enjoyment out of it. For me, it was something that helped me remain in sobriety, not drinking. So it was an important tool, and it still is. So it was never about making money, but it was more about helping. So I've always felt if there was another dump company available, that they deserve the opportunity to make the money. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to make the relationships and to offer the flexibility when we have the time. The reason I'm making this long-winded video is that we might end up with the time to do dump loads. We might need that kind of work, and I'm going to be asking my team if that's something that we're willing to do, is to be willing to do dump loads on a paying side of things because I know people want to do it. I've just never charged for it. So there are weeks where we're slow, and I would love to just send a guy over and charge you what it takes to do the job. But I don't know what it takes to do the job. I have the truck, I probably have the manpower, but I do a lot better when it doesn't require any kind of costs. I find that being able to say yes to something and not have it be discussed about money gets an energy moving that you just you can't, you have to buy it otherwise, and I just prefer to not have that come in the way of it. So there might be a time in which we'll be able to do a dump load, but I think for now it's best to call the regular dump loads and try to take advantage of hours when we offer. It's kind of like an outreach in a way to make sure that everybody's involved and connected. And after a while, I figure there won't be too many stragglers that can jump on one of these pay nothing free dumps. I'm trying right now to ask for about a half an hour if you've done them before you start claiming, because I know that there's a lot of people that would just sign up every time. So I'm trying to avoid having to call anybody out for taking advantage or needing the opportunity too often, because there's many people in that scenario, and I understand. So if I hold people off a half an hour, it allows the people that I'm looking to connect with that I've never met an opportunity to take advantage, and then eventually we're not going to have very many people. So I am willing to pick up as many as I can. So after 30 minutes, if you want to make the post comment, I'm happy to pick up your stuff for the 17th time if that's the case. I do have some people I picked up probably 7 or 8 times. So and that's not a problem. It's just I like to give other people an opportunity, and some people are there just watching constantly. So we're going to avoid letting anybody take advantage of this. And I like to refer Andres for dump loads, and a friend of mine, Justin, so I can put anybody in contact with those two people that want to pay for the service of dumping. But for the time being, we're just not providing that as a paid service, and we really get enjoyment of being able to just randomly surprise people with that opportunity. So I hope that clears everything up, and have a great night. Bye-bye.